Hello everyone! Welcome back to the RationalInvestor.com's Daily Brief Recap. Let's just see if YouTube's
Hello
doing its
everyone!
thing.
Welcome.
It is? Awesome. Unfortunately, my cohort here had some technical difficulties, so we went through almost the entire Daily Brief Recap, and then everything died. So I don't know whether he will be back or not. Fingers crossed, maybe he will, and maybe we can splice together these two videos that we did today. So it probably means that the video that we're going to post on the site is probably going to be a little bit messy, so bear with me. Not quite sure where we left off, so I'm going to try and just pick up where I think we left off. I was talking a little bit about the screeners, how the signaling system and the breadth indicators, everything here I think is totally a subscription-worthy model. How we're making some great money, and interesting how I do remember asking Kevin before the video died whether he knew that the system actually issued a buy signal on this Ren, because he was quite excited about it in today's Daily Brief video. And I think he said no, so it's kind of cool juxtaposition. So point of the matter here is we seem to be rocking and rolling with the dashboard, and super optimistic about the future. Stock market today really isn't that much, and I don't know what got saved through that or what we lost, but I probably went on for about 5-10 minutes there on about Mr. Biden's socialism and how the right wing in the United States is kind of like, meh, enough is enough. And if anything, I think that's good. Good for the economy, and it may not be so good for the stock market. It won't be so good for the banksters. And if the right wing actually does sort of step up and say no more, then my short ideas on things like the Canadian bank stocks, actually I really like that idea. The sad thing is that if this thing does collapse, and of course Dow's down like 5,000 points, blah 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 blah, all that kind of stuff, then the politicians are going to come screw, oh God, we got to pass more stimmy, save the economy, and it's all just a fraud. So it is what it is, and we just deal with it as we can. Kevin's back, so I just reloaded a brand new video, and I think we're recording that. So we'll try and splice the old one and this new one together.
Yeah, I can do that. But are you recording right now?
Yeah. So we'll just try our best. No big deal.
Yes. Sorry, man.
Shit happens. No big deal. Can't even remember what I talked to you guys about today, though. It's so funny. I go off on one of these tangents, and it's kind of like I just like humming along. And then when you get thrown a curveball, you're kind of like, okay, now what did I cover? What did I not cover? I seem to remember we talked about stock market and crude oil. Talked about the junior market looking a little dangerous. I do like the idea that the bigger stocks are actually just, you might find that money like flows into the big stocks, Amazon's, Apple's, Facebook's, stuff like that, instead of actually into the bond market. Interesting that I think the bond market is a little bit happier now that crude oil is calming down here a bit, and hopefully that's the end of this stupidity in crude, but who knows, maybe not. Gold market, I did go and buy a little bit of silver there yesterday. Didn't buy any gold, but we'll see how this goes. There's nothing really a hell of a lot for me to do here. And if anything, I'm kind of worried that we melt down here. Like I said, I did buy a little bit of silver, a silver stock. If it breaks down through its recent little bottoming range, I'll just get the hell out of there. Did buy another SPAC today. Actually, really cool idea that was mentioned in the TRI SOF Club last night. I won't mention specifically what it was. Maybe check out the Daily Brief if you really want to learn more about that. But it was crypto related, so go figure. SPACs and crypto. With regard to the corn, I guess I'll just do this and then we'll head off. Bull and bear battles are raging here in the marketplace. Here is the bear battle. And you can see the levels. Remember we talked yesterday, and remember on the weekend I said, well, if this really is a bear, I want to see an M on the other side of this trend line. So you can actually see how this is developing now. This is, this is turning into, it's so... I mean, if anything, maybe somebody's listening to this video and they're just fucking with me here. But look at this. I mean, come on. I mean, if it goes and M's out on the other side of this trend line, look out. I mean, it's there. It's plain as day. So it isn't there yet. It's trying desperately to hold in here. And like I said, the crypto breadth doesn't look terrible right now. Interestingly, you know, it's actually the junior market that looks much more stronger. Remember the other day I kind of said, well, you know, shitcoins here, they might actually be, you know, bearish botting out as well. And then we kind of went, well, maybe they're bullish botting out now. If we get an M on the other side of this trend line, that turns into an outright signal. Well, that's not an M, that's a W. We went up through the high here. So really, you could argue there's a bullish bot now working, and small coins want to work their way up top here. So that's kind of cool. And, you know, at TRI, one of our principals absolutely in love with is Luna. So not only are we sort of invested from a fundamental perspective within the actual DeFi space, all the various different products that Luna has, but I also went, because it's a reload zone and I just like to trade because that's what I do, I went and forced myself on a buy program here. And I've been buying and buying and buying. Actually, I have one more tranche to do. I'm not quite sure exactly when and where I'm going to do it, but probably reload zones will work bids. But I thought it was interesting. Mr. Novogratz came out overnight saying that he really likes what's going on here, and he wouldn't be surprised if he saw the better part of $10. So our average cost is in around this sort of $5-6 area, roughly. 6 we'll call it. So I want to see 12. I'm gunning for good old foggies and, of course, kisses of underside market structure failure levels. And if I can get that risk-free position, then fucking amen. That's just absolutely perfect. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. But I was very proud of myself to force myself to step in on the buy side here. And it looks like we're actually turning the corner. So that's great. Also, too, there were other ones like this stake I stepped in here and started accumulating, and I like the look of that. Now we got a nice little pop there. There's a bunch of these that are all turning the corner here. Kusama, we've been talking a little bit about this. I don't know, that looks a little dangerous, but nonetheless, nice to see it turning. Aave, we've been talking about that thing popping back up here all day today. There's just a bunch of them. Look at that dot. I mean, tell me that isn't ready to go. Ay caramba. The DeFi perp itself, interesting, you can see the W's that came in. So it's not like, it's like, Brian, sorry pal, I'm not interested in this story. This guy, he recaptured that trend line. And now this is what we call climbing the wall of worry. For us to ultimately break this huge, nasty bear pattern, we do need the market to get all the way back up here. So we'll see how it goes, but we do have this nice little counter trend window here. And I think you actually see that on things like Ethereum as well. Yeah, well, maybe yes, maybe no. There was our sort of crazy-ass mountain man buy. There's a double bottom that came in. It's not a clothesline double bottom, so I do still fully expect some sort of pullback here. But this is more of that sort of like, you know, Bitcoin's like, nah, there I am, I'm a Bitcoin. But, you know, these DeFi and like Ethereum and stuff, they're working their way higher. And I've been saying recently that, you know, this dominance says that, you know, the DeFi, the sort of the mid-tier generation, I think the shitcoins are still shit. And they'll only turn at the end of the next rally, probably like the end of August kind of idea. But the medium-term names, things like Luna, you know, I was talking with, there's the shit. The shit just still looks like shit, trust me. Shitty shit. We might see Doge start to turn. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. But, you know, like, look at, I talked to you guys about this Sis coin. Man, that Sis looks perfect for a big-ass fucking rally there. And, like, Mana. Look at Mana starting to take off. Look at that W that just came in. Look at him starting to go. Look at ONT, O-N-T. I remember this one was a favorite of Kevin's a while ago. It's starting to go. And like I said, he was getting all excited about that Ren. And this link, I went, look at that link chart. How many W's do you need to actually see a damn W? Maybe a few. I don't know. Is this thing got any room to move back up here? So I'm in on the buy side here. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Anyway, have some fun with this. It looks like we're finally fucking turning the corner. That was a nasty couple months, wasn't it? Jesus, that was evil. From the beginning of May, Brian going, oh God, crypto hates my birthday. Where the hell's the top? And I have to wait for it. Boom, the market finally breaks. Down comes everything. Now the sentiment is just absolute train wreck central. And now we're starting to see the W's all starting to come in. What a surprise. I mean, ironically enough, after a while, you're going to see that this game is stunningly cliche. So get out there and have some fun. You know, there's that stake, like I said. And I remember mentioning that the other day. I was like, oh my God, that's a killer level there. Here's that PIVX. This is one of my shitcoins. He's holding in nicely. Now he's got W's working on a clothesline. Looks good. There's my UBIC. This is always one of my favorites. You can see the W trying to come in here. So, you know, if you want to just sit and wait for the W's, totally cool. But it's great to see that finally it looks like we're turning the corner here. Thank goodness. So, you know, there's your report for the day. Kind of wishy-washy. Kind of mixed message. It's the summer doldrums. Hey, we got 2 half-hour-long videos we're going to splice together. It's probably going to be an absolute mess, but maybe leave in the comments whether we did a half-decent job here for you today or was a total train wreck. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, but hey, leave a comment anyway. What the hell? Hit the like button, subscribe, ring Colleen's bell, and maybe go light on Kevin today. New Mexican internet, it looks like it was a bit of a challenge, so anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Have yourselves a great day. PMA for the win. We've got the Crypto Top 100 later on this evening. So let's have fun with that. All the best. PMA for the win. And bye for now.